Welcome to James Unscripted. Please like the video, share it, drop a comment below, and hit that bell notification when you subscribe.
What's up, everybody? What's going on, everybody? Like, share, hit the bell notifications, subscribe. Yo, this is one of my favorite guys I like to listen to get information, get insights and stuff. We probably don't agree on much. We agree on a lot of stuff, but some things that kind of maybe like, But his name is Philip. hi- the His channel is Philip Scott Podcast. Go over there, give him your support, join him. So Philip, if you ever luckily run across my channel, man, I'm just gonna let you know you're one of my favorites that I like to listen to. Um, and shouts out to you, to his channel. Check him out, Philip Scott Podcast. That's the name of his channel. Um, this is something quite interesting. I want y'all to listen to, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna put my 2 cents into it. Okay.
Oh, the fallout continues, ladies and gentlemen, about the Democratic Senate primary between Jasmine Crockett and James Tallarico. Well, this particular election has caused a big divide here in the state of Texas with black people who are Democrats and white people who are Democrats. And also you throw in the Latinos as well. Now, I want you to hear what our sister has to say about this, but you know, this is going to have, I think, some great implications in November.
You do realize, like, what happened in Texas is going to lead to a catastrophic split between white liberals and black liberals and what we want to see the country as, because we realize y'all are still racist as F. Like, it's officially Malcolm X was correct. Y'all are still racist as heck. That is what it's giving. And y'all can't stop angry black people. Y'all really cannot stop angry black people when we all simultaneously telepathically connect and say we're not voting. Like, every we didn't have these conversations at home. We saw her lose and all of us just came on the internet and said, fuck y'all, vote. Y'all couldn't even do that if you tried. That's why we're in war right now. And y'all didn't want to listen. So this is what y'all get. None of these people had intentions on voting Democrat, on voting Republican. None of these black people, the 90% of black people who showed up for Jasmine Crockett, have no intention of voting Republican. They never were. So don't come in here and lie and say that. They are disappointed in you. We are disappointed in you. And I would gladly like to see y'all state get tore up from where we at. And y'all real close to Mexico. Y'all real close to Mexico. Y'all can't even get y'all senator out of, y'all can't even get y'all governor who leave every time it gets too cold out of office. How could I have expected y'all to be smart enough to vote for the one person who isn't an undercover Republican? The one who isn't getting Republican funds. You don't think that's suspicious? You didn't look into your candidate enough to see that they were getting Republican funds? I'm just saying, if you're on one team, you should check to see if they're getting funded by the other team, because that would lead to red flags for me. Like, because how's it going to feel when he switches to Republican next cycle? How's it going to feel when he turns into that independent conservative? It's going to look real stupid on y'all, and I don't want to hear no apologies. I don't want to hear no apologies when he denied all y'all aid. I don't, because black people have been making it through. Remember who had the Harlem Renaissance and who had the Great Depression, and who's not in them photos. They knew not to take no photos of black people during the Great Depression when we all grew up, because they knew we were thriving. And they tried to make it seem like these were two different periods. That's why they only teach the Harlem Renaissance during the Black History Month section, and they do not teach it during any other parts of the year when they teach the Great Depression. So you do not correlate it. Remember who you are. Remember what you get yourselves into. And remember that you played this election.
The Democrats.
Now, what I want to say on this right here, she's an ignorant black woman. To come here and do a video, understand, don't get me wrong, I understand you're upset. Once again, Latinos turn their back on black Americans. What do you expect? This is nothing new. This is something that was going on for a very long time, and it shocks me that people just basically find out about it. If you are immigrant especially your skin is lighter to white, you're gonna side for white people. You're gonna side on white supremacy. You got Africans come over here and side with white supremacy. Okay, so it don't shock with you. For this girl to come over here and do a video, it's very ignorant to say black people need to sit this out. Or what happened when black people sit it out and don't vote with midterms. So guess what? Let me talk to my black Americans. If you side to sit out on the midterms, then you helping the Republican Party. Can that make any sense? If you side to sit out and don't vote, then you helping the Republican Party. That's what they love for you to do. They love for you to sit out and don't vote, to help them stay in office, to stay in power. And guess what? You know, when you do that, you still got that Republican Party who gonna bow down to Trump, who gonna still vote against you, who vote against your interests. That's simple. But for you to sit there like sitting it out, man, that's the most stupidest thing. One thing that get me upset about my fellow black Americans, that we will come on and say the stupidest things, and we get angry, so angry that we like, oh, we're not gonna vote because it don't benefit us. And that's why you get a candidate in there that shouldn't be in there. I can't remember, they said the percentage. I think it was like 20-some% of black Americans didn't vote the election. So guess what you did? You helped Donald Trump get in there. You helped the Republican Party be in control because we set it out. That's what we always do. That is so stupid and ignorant. You know, I don't understand why we get so angry. Us black Americans so angry, and we say, "Oh, let's sit it out. Don't vote. Let's don't vote." But you helping the other party when you don't vote. It's stupid. I understand to be upset that Jasmine Crockett didn't get in there, the one woman who fight for people interests, and you might have an undercover Republican dude in there. Okay, all right. Okay, yeah. But you say don't vote, then guess what? If you do, you helping the Republican Party out. And I want to go home and see what Scott Phillips say more about this. And I'm in it. Okay, let me get to the point right here.
With the midterms, definitely here in Texas. I can't speak on other states, but Texas, black people had just had it. You know, they've had it with, trying to participate in the system that don't want any progress. And y'all have to understand, black people, is that these people don't want this system to change. They don't want a system of equality. They don't want black people to be having any kind of representation, because that's not the way they were raised. That's not the way the system, in their mind, this is supposed to be a white country ran by white people and white people only. And if anybody's coming up near that leadership position, they got to make sure to all side with, for the most part, the white guy.
We need independents or Democrats in the offices so they can stop Donald Trump. They can stop what's going on. They can probably impeach Donald Trump and get him out of there. So I don't want you to be listening to people talk about sit home and don't vote, because the object of the midterms is to take the power away from Donald Trump, because he's not listening to the court system. He's not obeying laws. He's doing a run amok and giving more power to the white man, the rich white man, the wealthy people. Donald Trump is a billionaire now because he done stole so much money from us. We at war of a country that we shouldn't even be thinking about being at war with. That because of the Republican Party or Donald Trump. We have to take the party away. We have to take the power away from that Supreme Court. I want y'all to understand this right here. Stop listening to people who telling you to sit home and do nothing, because you have to understand why they saying that. Because let me tell you something. You can have people on the side who can plant their spies within you. What I mean is that woman who sit there with this woman here, with her name. This woman who's saying this could be somebody the Republican Party put in for the African American community, or the Black American community, because they want us to sit home. They want you to don't vote. I want you to understand that. For the reason her to say that, it was ignorant and it was dumb and stupid to talk about sitting out and don't vote. It's dumb and stupid. Don't fall for the okie dokie, because you can have your very own to sell you out for the almighty dollar. There's no sense of black people who gonna sit it out. Yes, we sitting it out of not marching and protesting with people, but the vote, you don't need to sit that out, because when more Republicans we can get out the office, it's better for the Black American community. Like, share, hit the bell notification, put a comment in the comment section and tell me what you think about it. I'm out.
Thanks for watching Big Country. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more.